All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure 6-inch scale, as well as the Rebel Soldier Hoth Empire Strikes Back. We're going to get a look at both of these guys. These are absolutely two brand new figures to the 6-inch line. So we're going to get a look at both of these figures, guys, and then we're also going to put them in a brief diorama, as you can see from the background, guys. So let's get a look at these figures. So for your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure, you have your depiction of Luke Skywalker off to the side. You have your Empire Strikes Back logo with the Star Wars banner wrapped around it, and also wrapped around the carded picture imaging. And then you also have your figure in the bubble with his saber. Very, very cool. Also in his snow speeder gear as well. As I mentioned, this is the first time that we're getting this particular figure, this version of Luke Skywalker, in the 6-inch line, guys. So very, very cool stuff. Left hand corner, you have your 40th anniversary sticker, Empire Strikes. Then for your Rebel Soldier Hoth, you have your, again, Star Wars banner with the Empire Strikes Back logo, Rebel Soldier, and then you have your imaging of the soldier for your carded background. Very, very cool stuff. Again, your 40th anniversary in the upper left hand corner. Very cool stuff. And this particular figure, I really wanted to do this review particularly for this particular figure, because this figure is actually the first time that we're getting a figure that is made to be army build, because you can make 18 different versions of this particular figure to build and fill out your Rebel Soldier Army Hoth version. And then for the back side of the card, for each one of the cards in this particular line, you have the same back side of the card that gives you a illustration as well as a description of each one of the cards in the line. As you can see, you have your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder, Lando Calrissian Bespin. This particular figure does come with the photo real imaging for the head sculpt, so it is a different version of the same figure that we received earlier in the Black Series line. And then of course you also have your Imperial TIE Fighter pilot, your Rebel Soldier Hoth, as we just saw, and then of course you also have your R2-D2 Dagobah figure, guys, which is also a new figure in the line as well. We have all of your readables and information on the back side of the card. Same information for all of the figures. So now that we've looked at the figures and the packaging, let's go ahead and pull them out of the packaging and get a closer look at both of these figures. All right, guys, and we have our figures out of the box, and I have to tell you guys, and I know I say this on almost every video with these dudes, but these guys are absolutely amazing. Luke Skywalker is absolutely cool, and the detail is just off of the charts, and we're going to get a closer look at that guy, as well as the Rebel Hoth Soldier. Absolutely awesome looking figure, and we're going to get a look at all of the detail on that guy as well. So guys, let's get a closer look at both of our figures. Getting you guys a look at the Luke Skywalker Snow Speeder figure, 6-inch scale figure, guys, from the 40th anniversary line, carded figure line, guys. Very, very cool looking figure. As I had mentioned, very, very nice detail on this guy. Really cool. And again, this is the first time that we are getting this version of Luke Skywalker in the 6-inch scale in his snow speeder outfit. As you can see, excellent detail on this figure. He is absolutely awesome. And then getting you a closer look at the detail with the mask on and the face. You have the photo real technology, and we'll pull the helmet off of him in just a moment so we can get a better look at the face sculpt. A really cool detail on the helmet, as you guys can see. And I wanted to get you guys just a very good look at everything because there is so much to see here on this figure. Very, very nice stuff. Then of course he also comes with this signature lightsaber, his father's saber, and that is his only accessory besides the removable helmet. So once we remove the helmet, as you can see, he has a cap underneath his helmet to cover up the head sculpt. So you don't have to worry about, or they didn't have to worry about, the additional head sculpt and the placement of the helmet where it would make the helmet a little oversized. I think that's what really sets this figure apart from any other figure that has a removable helmet, because with the cap underneath, which would make sense because this would be a part of a pilot's outfit, you don't have the oversized, exaggerated helmet. You have a helmet that's within reason for the size of the head of the figure. So that's really, really cool stuff. And just a closer look there at the face sculpt. It looks really, really good. So getting you guys a look at the articulation. Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure is gonna give you a straight out arm like so. He's gonna give you an elbow bend that goes up about that far. Then of course you do have the 360 spin in the shoulder. Your twist is at the elbow. You also have a twist in the wrist as well. There is a joint in the wrist that allows you to get some flexibility in the wrist to bring it up and down. So there is that joint as well. You have the butterfly joint that really gives you very good flexibility in the elbow, so that is really cool stuff. And then your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure is gonna go off to the side like so. So that is some really awesome articulation in the arm area. He's gonna give you a knee high that's about that high, so that's really, really good. He's gonna go back only about that far. He's not gonna be able to come all the way up. Like a lot of figures that you get that joint, that double joint there in the knee. But unfortunately we didn't get that with him, and because of the bulkiness of his Snowspeeder outfit, you're not gonna get that leg that extends all the way up where he's kicking himself in the butt. Your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure is gonna kick out to the side about that far, not too bad. Your twist in the leg for your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure is gonna be at the thigh. So you have a twist at the thigh. There's also a twist at the knee. So you also have a twist at the knee as well. In the ankle area, he's gonna go down about that far, so extremely well. He doesn't go upward any more than the normal flat-footed area. You also have the twist in the ankle as well. So you can adjust the ankle as needed. Very cool. In the ab area, he's gonna go down about that far, back about that far, so it goes back really well. And then you have a really good range all the way around. And then you have your twist left to right. That is your twist. In the head area, your Luke is gonna look down about that far. It's gonna look up about that far. And then he has a good left to right movement. With the helmet on, your Luke Skywalker is gonna go down that far, back about that far, and then he has a good left to right twist in the head area as well. So very good articulation with the helmet on or off, and very good articulation all the way around with your Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure. Very, very cool. So now guys, we're going to get you a closer look at the Rebel Hoth Trooper, guys. Let's get you a closer look at that figure. So getting you guys a very close look at your Rebel Trooper Hoth figure. This is absolutely awesome stuff here, and there's a lot with this guy in regards to accessories as well as detail. As you can see on the backpack, just very nicely detailed. You have hoses coming out, just very, very nice detail all the way around with the backpack. And there are contents on the inside of the backpack that we will get a look at in just a moment. Very important contents, as some of you I'm sure know very well. And then you're getting a look at his rifle there. Very cool. And then of course, again, he does come with a side weapon, which is your standard blaster. And that comes with a holster, which is really awesome. A very nice additional accessory. You do have the scarf here as well, which I'm sure you guys know is removable. In order to put it in this particular position, you would have to remove the head and insert it underneath the head. But they do give you like, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is like a little slot that's kind of built into the vest. So the vest is like a V-neck when the scarf is off. But when you have the scarf on, and as you can see, my scarf isn't quite completely in that groove, but they did allow you that V-neck groove that would allow the scarf to fit right in there, which is really, really cool and very awesome. And that's one of the many, many details that they added to this figure to allow you to change the look up on this figure, and we'll get a look at all of that in just a moment. But this would be your normal face sculpt or your unbearded face sculpt with this figure. It's really, really cool. And as I mentioned to you during the opening with this figure, there are 18 different configurations that you can make with this figure, just so you can change the look up, and you don't have an army of rebel soldiers that all look the same. You'll be able to switch the look up, and we'll get a look at that in just a moment. A very, very nice detail. You have the goggles here, which are removable, which is also awesome, and also makes up the different looks that you can make with this figure. So getting you a look at the articulation for your Rebel Hoth Trooper, he's going to give you a straight arm that goes out like so. You do get an elbow bend. It's going to go back for you about that far. He does give you that 360 all the way around. So that's absolutely cool. Your twist is at the elbow. You also have a twist in the wrist as well. You have a joint in the wrist right there. Mine is a little tight, but there is a joint in the wrist to allow you to move the wrist up and down and twist it all the way around, so you're all good there. And your Rebel soldier is going to go off to the side like so. So that is really awesome articulation in the arm. Your Rebel soldier is going to kick out straight like so. It's going to give you a knee-high bend that's about that high, so that's really cool. So unlike your Luke Skywalker going back with the double jointed knee, you are going to get that articulation that allows him to go ahead and kick himself in the butt if you need him to. So that's really, really cool. And your kick out to the side, it's going to go about that far for your Rebel Trooper. So your twist is going to be at the thigh with your Rebel Trooper. Unlike your Luke, you do not get a twist at the knee with this figure. And then for the ankle, he's going to go down about that far, just as good as Luke there. And you can bring the foot up a little bit more than you can with Luke at a upward angle that's about that far. So that's really, really cool. In the ab area, your Rebel Trooper is going to go down about that far, back about that far. He has a really nice range in the waist area. And then, of course, you do get your left to right twisting motion in the ab area. With the scarf on, your Rebel Trooper is going to go down about that far, which is really, really cool, even with the scarf on. and then he's going to look up about that far, and then you have a twisting left to right motion in the head area right there. So really, really good articulation with your Rebel Trooper. Very awesome. For your Rebel Trooper, he does come with quite a few accessories, and that is the star feature of this particular figure, and why it's one of the most sought after figures, I believe, at this particular moment, because it is new, and he does give you quite a few features as well as accessories. As I mentioned, you have the scarf here as well. You have the goggles that are movable, and you can use those to make up the different looks for your Rebel Trooper. I give my Rebel Trooper a bit of a different look. With the goggles, I can put the goggles on as opposed to having them on his head, and have the scarf underneath. So that's one of the looks, one of the 18 looks that you can have for this figure. Okay, so getting a look at some of the features for your Rebel Hoth Trooper. In order to put the scarf on and off, you do need to remove the head. So with the head removed, we now have the scarf off. And then with the head removed, there are a couple of features with the head here. So if you want to change the face out, you're going to need to remove the cap. And as you can see, there is a slight space there in the back that allows you to remove the cap. So you have the cap that comes off, and then you have your face plate, the unbearded face, and you would go underneath the chin there to remove the face, and now you have the face removed off of the figure. And then on the backpack of your figure, you would remove the backpack that inserts into the back of the figure with the tab there. So you just remove that. Then getting you guys a better look at the backpack, again, which is one of the many accessories that comes with this figure. On the underside of the backpack, there is a little compartment. You remove the door of that compartment to reveal the additional head sculpt with the beard. And you remove that from the compartment. So there's the original face for storage. And then you reattach your door. And now you have your face stored in the backpack. For your bearded face, just to get you guys a closer look at it, or a better look at the bearded face, that is your bearded face for the figure. So the bearded face should simply snap right into place on the head portion. Then you want to replace the cap. Make sure that it's a tight fit on there. So you have your cap on top of the new head sculpt. Really cool. And then of course you have the option of adding the scarf on, or not including it at all. And then if I want to include the scarf, I just place the scarf underneath, place the head back on the body. And now I have switched out my face and switched up the look for my soldier. And then of course, when I add the goggles, I just have a totally different soldier. So really, really cool stuff. So as you can see here, I was able to find about 3 of these guys in the wild. And I wanted to show you how you can make different combinations to kind of switch up the look, so all the soldiers don't look the same. So we have our bearded soldier, our fresh-faced soldier, and then we have a soldier with the fresh face, but he's covered up just a bit, just to make him look a little bit different from the other guy with the fresh face look. So really, really cool figure, and I love all the accessories and all of the different looks that you can give this particular figure. So definitely this figure is going to be a very highly regarded figure on our end of the year top 10 list of Black Series figures, guys. So definitely a figure to look out for when we have that end of the year top 10 list, guys. I think this guy is gonna hit pretty high on that top 10 and list. As you guys can see, the Rebel Trooper as an army build would make a great figure for your diorama settings, especially with the Luke Skywalker centerpiece from the Black Series that we got a couple of years ago. You can now stage your Rebel Troopers in their various different looks with this particular centerpiece and fill it out really, really nicely. So there are our figures, guys. So now what we want to do is get these guys together in a diorama and some photographs just so we can see how they look. Let's go ahead and get these figures in a diorama setting. So there it is, guys. Those are your Hoth Troopers. Very, very cool figures. Lots of accessories. Very cool detail. And you can obviously switch up the look on each one of your troopers. So it is absolutely cool. And then of course you have your Luke Skywalker snow speeder pilot. Very, very cool figure. Lots of detail, accessories. I also forgot to tell you guys about the little hook that's on his belt where you can hang his saber. But there it is. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to these figures for the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.